Stop what you're doing right now because FIFA 23 is here. It is here. The web app drops in just a short few hours. And when the web app drops, every single coin, every single pack, every single bronze untradeable player in your club, it has value. And using all of these limited resources to go from 0 coins to 1,000 coins to 10,000 coins to 100,000 coins in just a few hours, that's what this video is all about. So stick around and learn how to make your first 100,000 coins in FIFA 23. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. My name is Sean, aka Elite, and today I've got a video that is going to cover trading for the first time in FIFA 23 Ultimate Team, how to go from 0 to 100K. Now, this will cover a little bit of trading, but at first you just got to go through the tips and tricks of how to get your first couple of coins, because if you're on 0 coins, well, you can't really trade. And if you think about it, somebody who has 10 million coins versus somebody who has 100,000 coins could actually make the exact same investment, but the person with 10 million coins can make the investment 100 times larger, which is going to have 100 times the amount of profit. So when you think about that, the trading aspect and the investing aspect of making coins in FIFA Ultimate Team is very exponential. It's a very rich get richer philosophy, which I guess you can compare to the real world in terms of a free market. So that is something to consider, which means that going from 0 coins to 10,000 coins is going to be the toughest 10,000 coins to make in FIFA, which is why probably staying away from the transfer market as much as you can to make those coins is going to be the most efficient way to do so. Now, the first thing you're going to come up with when you start your FIFA 23 Ultimate Team is you're going to be prompted with the question of which nation do you want to build your club around, and you're going to have a choice of about 9 nations. And this choice isn't terribly important, but it will actually speed up the process for you if you choose a country like England. I always go with England for one reason specifically, and that is because there are so many different English leagues in the game. If you choose England, you're pretty much guaranteed to get somebody from the Premier League, from the Championship, from the EFL League 1, and the EFL League 2. So you're guaranteed at least 4 leagues automatically, and you're pretty likely to get somebody else, maybe somebody from Serie A like Tomori, maybe he's a little bit too high rated this year, or Bino Gittins from Dortmund in Germany, or maybe somebody from the Scottish League or somewhere else in the UK. So there's definitely a good chance you're going to get 5 or 6 different leagues, and when you actually go into the Foundations 1 SBC, which you're going to have to complete to get to other SBCs, you're going to want to have all those different leagues. That way you don't have to spend as many coins buying players off the market. And let me tell you, some of these cards, especially like rare silvers and whatnot, are going to be pretty in demand early on for this Foundations SBC. Now, if you're lucky, you'll get some welcome backpacks, which are going to get you a couple thousand coins, maybe 2,000, maybe 3,000, maybe you're lucky you get up to 20,000 coins back from those packs. But let's assume that we only have 1,000 coins, right? We only have 1K. And for a lot of the cards that you might need for the Foundations 1 SBC, well, they're probably going to be more than 1,000 coins at this point because there's not a lot of cards on the market. Everybody's doing this Foundations 1 SBC, but they're not getting tradable packs in return, which means the market is pretty dry still, especially for cards that are like rare silver or rare bronze or anything that's really just not a gold card is going to be pretty uncommon on the market still. So completing this Foundations 1 SBC could actually be more tricky than we think. Getting the first exchange, which is the first window complete, no problem at all. You've already got that done. And then since we chose England, the next one, which is single nation chemistry, where you need a bunch of different leagues but the same nation, should be pretty close to complete as well. So getting those done should hopefully give us some cards back from those other packs to complete the next 2. And you may or may not have to go out on the market and buy a card or 2 for like first league chemistry or that final window. And to get those cards, they might be more than 1,000 coins. And assuming we only have 1K right now, this is how we're going to make those coins. Let's go ahead and consider the new chemistry system that we've got this year in FIFA 23. There's no chemistry added for a player in a squad building challenge if they're out of position. So if you have a left wing card, but you need him at left mid, and you throw him at left mid, in previous years, that card got 9 out of 10 chemistry. Well, this year, it gets 0 out of 3, and it doesn't also contribute any chemistry to any of the other players in the squad. So it's like that player is not there at all, right? It doesn't matter for the squad building challenge whatsoever in terms of chemistry. So we need to get the position change to left mid. Now this year it's not left wing to left mid, the position change is just left mid. And if that card can move from left wing to left mid, that left mid position change will work, okay? So position change cards are going to be a hot commodity early on. What we can do is use our 1,000 coins, buy a player that is center mid that can move to left mid, and then position change him to left mid, and now all of a sudden that card that maybe was 400 coins at first is now worth 900 just because of that position change card added to it. So even though that position change card wasn't tradable, we applied it to a tradable card, relisted it on the market, and now we actually made coins off that card. Foundations 1 SBC is done, and that is the hard part. Now we've got a couple hundred coins left over, and we can look into the advanced SBCs, the hybrid leagues, the hybrid nations, the League and Nation hybrid. And the good news this year is you're not going to need any loyalty for any of these teams, and the cheapest solutions for those will be uploaded to this channel on day 1 of FIFA 23. So be on the lookout for those. Now we can complete those, and we know that those are profit pretty much every single time. We can pretty much spend 20k and get in return 50k, 40k, 80k, depending on who we pack, right? But we're almost guaranteed profit every single time, and we can work our way up in coins quite easily using these advanced squad building challenges. Now for some of you, you'll get lucky enough to where once you do these squad building challenges for the advanced SBCs, this video will essentially be over for you. You'll have over 100,000 coins, but that's not going to cover everyone. So we're gonna make sure that everybody watching this video makes 100k. We've done the position change method, and we've made a few thousand coins. We've done the foundations, and we've gotten that out of the way so it unlocks the rest of the SBCs, and hopefully we've done a couple of the advanced squad building challenge windows, which has got us about 10,000 to 20,000 coins so far. So we're off the ground, the hard part's done. Let's get into some of these methods that are going to take us the rest of the way. The next one is going to be called the mass bidding method. Mass bidding on cards is very effective to make quick coins, but the more coins you have, the more cards you can buy. So let's go ahead and break this down. Mass bidding on cards, let's say we have 15,000 coins right now. 15k means that we've got 15,000 coins to bid on cards, but we don't want to throw them all on these bids, because if we throw them all on these bids, we have to wait for these cards to sell, and we have no coins to work with in the meantime. So we're going to take about 60% of those coins, let's say 10k, 66% of those coins, and we're going to throw them onto bids. With 10,000 coins, we can buy about 28 to 30 non-rare gold cards for 350 to 400 coins. We're going to bid on all of these cards. We're not going to buy now. We take a look at the buy now, and perhaps they're looking at about 450 to 500 coins on buy now. So we've got that 100 coin buffer in between. That 100 coins after tax, maybe 80k or 80 coins, not 80k, 80 coins, that's going to add up after every card. So if we take those 30 cards that we just bought and we make 80 coins on each of them, well, we just made maybe 2,600 coins right then and there, okay? We take that 2,600 coins, we add it to our coin total. We had 10k, now we have 12.6k. We can go ahead and buy maybe, 10 more of those cards. So instead of buying 30, we bought 40 now. We buy 40 of these non-rare gold cards, and we make ourselves 3,000 coins this time. And in the next hour, we can buy 50 cards, and we buy 50 of those non-rare gold cards, and we sell them for 80 to 100 coin profit, and now we've made another 5,000 coins, and it starts adding up over time. But as you guys heard, you see that's the first hour, and then the second hour, and then the third hour, and sure, by the third hour, maybe we've taken our 10,000 coins and we've made it 25,000 coins. But we can be doing some other things with coins as well at the exact same time. It's the difference between passive and active trading. When we're actively trading, we're not waiting on cards to sell every single hour and waiting for the timer to get up. It means that we're actually listing these cards pretty actively, and we're taking those coins and then we're moving them much quicker, okay? So we didn't use all 100% of our coins, because I've got another method that we can do at the exact same time as the mass bidding method. The next method is called the 1, 2, 3 method, and this method is super adaptable to different scenarios in the game, so it's a very good one to learn. The 1, 2, 3 method is a way that you find cards that are about to expire on bid for much less than what they might go for on buy now. Maybe it's a random silver card that's going for a lot because it's used in a squad building challenge currently, and the card might be expiring for 1,400 right now, but if you got that card, you could actually list it for 4,000 on the market at a buy now, and it would sell pretty quickly. So these cards are pretty commonly expiring for a very cheap price, and people aren't even recognizing it. This is how you find them. You set your minimum price at 1,000 coins. You set your maximum price at 2,000 coins, and then you set your minimum buy now at 3,000 coins. Those are all the filters that you need. Now, if you want to get specific, you can search for just silver cards, you can search for just bronze cards, or even you can search for just gold cards, whatever you think is going to work best at the certain time. I like to do silver early in the game, but that's just me, and it depends on what's happening in the game at the time. But let's say we're just searching for silver. What we're going to do is we're going to look for cards that already have a bid on them. If they don't have a bid on them, we just ignore them. But if they have a bid on the card, it means somebody has found this card. It's cheaper than what they can get on buy now, and they've placed their bid to try to get it for cheaper. All we got to do is click compare price on that silver card. We scroll across, see what the cheapest buy now is, and we've determined all these things that are needed to know that we can sell this for more all at once. We've determined it has demand. The demand is there because it wouldn't have a bid if it didn't have demand. We've determined that the buy now is so much higher than what the bid is already at to where we can make profit. And 3, we've determined it's about to expire. So we can go ahead and place our bid on that card, and it's going to expire in 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, maybe a couple minutes, depending on how many cards are listed. But because we're searching this filter, we're going to see the cards that are about to expire first, right? So we don't have to wait very long before we get the card and make the profit. So it's very easy to get these cards and steal them from whoever else is trying to bid on them. Now, here's a scenario that happens a lot. You bid on a card, and then you get outbid. And then you bid again, and then you get outbid. And it actually gets to the point where, well, you're not going to be making any profit anymore, and you've got to step away. You've got to know when the battle is gone. That person might need it for a squad building challenge. We're looking for it in terms of profit. So we've got to also consider that 5% EA tax, while somebody making using that card in an SBC doesn't have to consider that. So just keep that all in mind, and we want to be making more than 50 coins or 100 coins per card on this. We could be making upwards of 500 to 1,000 coins on each card using this method. So we're going to search these cards like this, but it's very adaptable. As I said, as we get more and more coins, we can even use this on special cards or informs or whatever. We can search the filter at 10,000, 20,000, and then 30,000 and see cards that are within that price range that have bids. Now, the profit margins in terms of percentages will go down the higher in price you go, because if you think about it, it's much easier to get a card on the market for 1,400 that sells for 3K than it is to get a card for 14,000 coins that sells for 30K. Those just do not fall under the radar quite as much. So I like to stick with the lower budget 1, 2, 3 method, especially early in the game when 1,000 coins can really change the dynamic of how we trade, right? Every 1,000 coins is getting us 1% higher towards our goal of 100K by the end of this video. The next trading method that I'm going to introduce in this video is called the Futbin trading method. Futbin has been a reliable source for finding out player prices, or maybe even doing SBCs or chemistry styles, whatever it may be related to Futbin probably has it, and I am by no means sponsored by Futbin, and this is probably going to prove it, because this trading method takes advantage of people who blindly trust the Futbin database. Because in the early stages of FIFA, Futbin is still getting kicked off, it's still getting started, still adding players to the database, and the updates on the card prices are pretty slow. So when we look at a card that might be listed on Futbin at 1,200 coins, and we take a look at the game, we might see, oh, it's actually 4,000 coins. We can take advantage of that by knowing that people are going to blindly trust the price they see on Futbin, even if it says updated 4 hours ago, and they're going to list that card for 1,200 or 1,100 coins instead of the 4,000 it actually goes for. So all you have to do for this method is search Futbin and find a card that doesn't match up with what it is in the game. You just have to have both pulled up at the same time. You type in the name on Futbin, you type in the name on the game. If they don't match up well, then bang, we've got a winner, and we can take advantage of that. We're going to just continue to search and buy each card that gets listed for 1,100 or 1,200 coins on that card until Futbin finally updates the price. Once they do, then you move on to another card. This method works so well because it can be used for quite a while. Futbin might not update that card for an entire hour, so you've got an entire hour to look and say, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and continue to buy this card for 1,200 coins and sell it for 3,500. Buy for 1,200, sell for 3,500. And sure, you might not be the only person sniping that card. It might get a little bit difficult at times. You might miss a few of those cards trying to snipe them on the market. But in the end, you are going to get quite a few of them, and you're going to be making a decent amount of coins using this Futbin method. The next method is actually also related to Futbin, which is the Futbin SBC method. When a new squad building challenge gets released on the web app, and there will be some, maybe it's marquee matchups, maybe it's a random daily SBC for the start of FIFA 23, I'm not sure what it's going to be, but there will be squad building challenges out there. In fact, you could even use the advanced SBCs for this, because a lot of people are going to be doing those early in the game. Well, what we see is a squad will get pushed to the top, saying it's the cheapest on Futbin, and everybody's going to click on that one first, looking at it and seeing, okay, what players do I need? And they'll get a couple players in, and then all of a sudden they'll recognize, wow, this card is 9,000 coins. You know why? It's because Futbin has it listed at 1,000 coins, and instead it's actually gone up because it's at the top of Futbin that just hasn't been updated yet. So if you're able to continue to refresh the SBCs and see which ones get pushed to the top and say they're the cheapest, then you can go out and buy those cards really quickly at the price they were at, but because they're at the top of the Futbin SBC page, they quickly inflate in price. Everybody else is going out and buying them, and those cards you can easily flip. Maybe you bought 10 of them for 1,000 coins, and now you can list them all up on the market for 4,000 coins, and you've just quickly made 3,000 coins per card and a quick 30k on the Futbin SBC trading method. You may have already been at 100,000 coins by the second trading method in this video, or maybe even after you did the advanced SBCs, but you can still use all these trading methods towards the end of this video to go from 100k to 200, 250k. In fact, my goal by the end of the web app, by the time the full release of the game is out, I'll hopefully be well over 1 million coins in the game. At least that's my personal goal for it. But these aren't all the trading methods we have. In fact, when it comes to investing, we haven't even gotten started. So if you want to see how to make a ton more coins in FIFA 23 Ultimate Team, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Maybe even double check to make sure you're subscribed right now. And of course, if this video made you any coins at all, drop a like on the video. Let me know in the comments down below, how many coins do you think you'll be on by the time the full game comes out? Just give me an estimate. Maybe it's 100k, maybe it's 500k, maybe it's 250,000 coins, maybe it's 10 million. Maybe you guys are ridiculously lucky with your packs or ridiculously good traders. Give me a prediction down below how many coins you think you'll have, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.